Postcards from Lost Places. They have got stock in HMV, the vinyl as well. And as I mentioned, I might repeat this show next week and the week after, because I'm going to be away. I'm going to be in Kendal next week and Lancaster the week after. Lancaster, there's a conference about the digital university. I'll say a bit more about that later. But Kendal I want to check out, partly because I find the castle very inspiring. This is a reality show. Wednesdays, the We Don't Know show, although we don't know, we'd like to find out, and we'd like to find, I suppose stories, fiction is a bit interesting, but we claim if we do know something or would like to know something, it would be factual, whereas the drama show is storytelling or imagination. It's not necessarily reality, but the thing about Kendal is the castle, the ruined castle, is very good for thinking about a fortress, or what happens after a fortress. And a fortress is an image for a certain style. It started in my mind with a talk by Peter Horrocks at Durham. For new listeners, I will repeat this. I have said this a few times. It was when he was Vice Chancellor of the Open University and promoting Future Learn to mixed views, because it was losing loads of money, and the Open University isn't the richest university in the UK. But anyway, he had this idea of a fortress to describe a certain aspect of an organisation. And this isn't to get at any university in particular, or any. I think every organisation has a fortress mode to it. I mean, at the moment, there's 3 or 4 doors protecting me from the public with different codes on them, and I don't really want people getting into the studio unless I've invited them. So I'm not putting this fortress idea to say it's peculiar about anybody, but it was a very good way of describing certain aspects of how universities behave. And before that, I think he had a similar view of the World Service and radio. But anyway, the thing is that if you think those fortress things are going to come to an end at some point, or can be counterbalanced, then the ruins is a good venue for such a thing. The other bit of reality in Kendal is that the college is taking over the upper stories of the Westmoreland shopping centre. So it's as if Princess Hay or Harlequins was becoming a campus, but in such a way that some shopping survived at a lower level. And I think that's very interesting. There's still a route round it, but it was blocked the last time I was there. I'm not quite sure how it works. The thing is that, as I was saying earlier on about HMV and 12 Bar, the cafe vinyl shop on Paris Street, they've both found ways of coexisting with what's going on online, and I think it's taken music 20 years or so to work that out, whereas education, schools and universities don't at the moment think they've got a major digital problem or an online problem, let's say. So they haven't started to rearrange the buildings and so forth. So the CD walk, which can be done as reality, it could be done as a documentary, though I've done it as a as a drama. It's based on people walking around Exeter. It could work in other cities. I'm going to check out Lancaster as well as Kendal, looking at where music retail used to be. So in Exeter, HMV survives, and there's a few other shops surviving, but there's not the scale of Boots and Woolworths used to have some music retail, and there's some other shops as well, but it's definitely changed. And in Kendal there was a record shop, I think it's Replay, in the space where Kendal College is going to be, or is now. I'm not quite sure how far they've got, whether it's all open. And the library, as in Exeter, has got rid of all its CDs and DVDs. There's an exchange that has got a few CDs, and there's charity shops. But basically the loop that you can do there, which is similar to a CD walk in Exeter, you'll find very, very little by way of CDs. So it's just interesting to have a look there and see what exists now. And the other aspect that I think in the library, they still have spoken word fiction in the form of not CDs but some sort of recorded voice, which I'm not quite sure how that works, but I might try and have a look at that, because that's another part of this scene that's going on. So there is a reality aspect to it.